This lesson we will be sketching some parabolas with transformations, so let's jump straight into our first question. Sketch labeling, turning point and y-intercept. Y equals x minus 3 all squared minus 2. Now we need to think back to our transformations here. X minus 3 all squared slides the parabola to the right 3 units. The minus 2 slides the parabola down 2 units. So we've got our turning point here at 3, negative 2. But we're also asked to find the y-intercept. So in order to find the y-intercept, we need to solve for x equals 0. So y equals 0 minus 3 squared minus 2. So y equals minus 3 all squared is 9 minus 2. So y equals 7. So we know our y-intercept will be up at 7. Alrighty, we've got our y-intercept and we've got our turning point, so we've now got enough information to be able to sketch this. So once we've sketched that, it's important to label in the turning points. Our turning point was at 3 minus 2 and our y-intercept at 7 we've got there. Let's jump into this next question. Y equals minus x plus 1 all squared plus 4. Now straight away this negative here tells us that this is a reflection and so it's going to have a maximum turning point. But let's apply these other transformations first. The x plus 1 slides it left 1 unit. The plus 4 slides it up 4 units. So we know we've got our turning point there at negative 1, 4. Alrighty, let's go ahead and find our y-intercept. So to find the y-intercept, we solve x equal to 0. So we'll have y equals minus 0 plus 1 squared plus 4. So y equals minus 0 plus 1 all squared is 1 plus 4. So y equals 3. So we can come back here. We know the parabola will go through this point here at y equals 3. So let's go ahead and sketch that. Once we've sketched that, again, it's important to label in the turning points. Our turning point was at minus 1 and 4. Alrighty, let's have a look at one final question that's a little bit different. This question, you've been given the parabola and you're asked to find the rule. So find a rule for this parabola. Now we've got the information that we've got is the turning point. So we know the turning point is at the coordinates 0, 1. And we've also got this other information here. We know the parabola goes through this point 1, 2. Now let's start by just writing this out in the general form with some transformations applied. So we know it's going to take the form y equals a x minus h squared plus k. We don't quite know what the dilation is just yet, so let's leave it as y equals a, but we do know that the parabola hasn't moved along the x-axis at all. The reason we know that is because we know that the turning point is at 0, 1. So it's just moved up 1 unit. So this in fact will be x minus 0 all squared. And as I said, it's moved up 1 unit. So this will be plus 1. We can write that again in simpler form. x minus 0 all squared is in fact just x squared, so that will be a x squared plus 1. Now, we need to figure out what this a value is here. And to do that, we can substitute in this additional point that we've got here. So we know when x equals 1, y is equal to 2. So we can substitute that into this rule we've got here. 2 equals a times 1 squared plus 1. So 2 equals 1 squared is 1. 1 times a is just a plus 1. So we know that a is equal to 1. Therefore, the rule for the parabola is simply going to be y equals x squared plus 1. So we found our a was equal to 1, and then we could just substitute it back into this rule that we got up here. So that's the rule for the parabola.